Hey, episode 19.
19 of the Locked In podcast.
Crazy. We say that every week.
I know.
I feel like I'm surprised.
Didn't think you'd go this long.
Like, I'm not as excited as 18, clearly.
Yeah, why were you excited about 18?
Yeah, 18 is my favourite number. I said that last
Oh,
week.
that's right. Yeah, because it's your birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't forget it was your birthday, but I forgot it was your favourite number.
Yeah.
I'm tripping on my words already. I was just saying to you before the podcast that if anyone leaves comments during the live stream version of the podcast, we will get to them. I will, or Beck will, read them out loud, just so that anyone listening to the podcast without the video version has some idea of what we're doing when we randomly jump to
a different topic.
Yeah, a different topic or something similar. We'll make sure that we read out the comment and then the actual we'll reply to it so that there's some sort of context as to why we've jumped from one thing to the other. Just very quickly though, you just had surgery.
Yeah.
And you can't train for how long?
It's only 2 weeks, which is good. I was expecting 6, so I'm actually quite happy about the 2 weeks.
Who told you 6?
I don't know. I think I read it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm stoked.
Yeah, I bet.
As in, like, no, sorry. I'm not stoked that I can't train. I am stoked that it's only 2, not 6 weeks.
Yes. And you went for a big walk today.
I did 5 kilometres.
That's a fucking lot, considering you just had surgery.
I had surgery on Wednesday. And I just decided today, well, I want to go and buy new books. So I walked to Chermside and back. Which I've never done before.
No, you haven't. Yeah, it was really weird. I was at the gym training, and she walked all the way there to buy some books and then walk home.
Yeah.
You have an incision like in your belly button.
Yeah, it's so sore.
And just near it, so that was the only thing that was really playing up for you.
They went in through my belly button.
That's so bizarre.
It looks weird, doesn't it? Now.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it.
It looks really strange.
It's bizarre.
And I haven't ever not had a belly ring in there, so that looks weird too.
It looks weird. There's nothing in there. I've never seen you without one.
It's strange.
Are you excited to go back
to
lifting or training in general?
Yeah, I am. Well, considering I was doing the 8-week challenge before, and that was really good. So now I'm going to miss out on 2 weeks, which means I then only have 2 weeks at the end. But I'll probably just make it up after that.
Do you get to keep access to all those programs?
I think so. I was going to screenshot them anyway, just in case.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because you paid how much for that?
I think it was like $120 or something.
Do you want to just quickly talk about what this program is, where it comes from?
Move With Us. Move with Morgan. I think I did talk about it on one of the other
episodes.
One of the other episodes, yeah.
So this lady, Morgan, Steve
Maroney.
Cook's partner, has an app. You train, you put in what you've eaten for the day, you put in how your mindset was going into the workout, correct me if I'm wrong.
You know your mindset for the day. So when you wake up, you put in how many hours of sleep you had. Sorry, what your goals are for the day, what you want to accomplish for the day, and then gratitude. So what you're grateful for and one thing that you love about your body.
One thing you love about your body.
But you can skip it, so I always skip it.
You cheeky fuck.
And then you put in how much sleep you had, how much water, they basically just track everything. So it's an 8-week challenge, and the programs are set in weeks of blocks of 2. And then so you train Monday to Saturday and then have Sunday as a rest day, but they still encourage you to walk or, move your body in some way.
Yeah.
And it's been really good. It's stuff that I wouldn't have done before.
Yeah.
Like devil's press. Holy, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I've never done devil's press.
It's what I showed you. So you have 2 dumbbells in your hand and you do a burpee and then you push up.
Oh, you do a dumbbell press after a burpee.
Holy fuck. I was doing that with 5 or 6 kilos, I think, for the first lot, and then you have to do 3 rounds of 10. It's a hard no. I did 1 round of 10 with that weight, and then I was like, fuck that. I'm going to drop down to 3 kilos because my arms are dead.
You softy.
Yeah.
The whole idea of it's supposed to be hard.
Do you know how hard that is?
I know lots of things are hard.
My good Lord.
That's the purpose of training.
So anyway, no, I have really enjoyed that. So I think I am going to miss that. But it's only a week and a half to go now.
Yeah.
So it was good to be able to get out and move today.
Yeah. we have very different. We've done this before. We've had videos where I do your workout and you do my workout.
Yeah.
We do have very different training styles. Why do you prefer those like cardio training sessions over lifting weights? Is there any particular reason?
I think because I get sweaty. So to like you versus me, normally, right? If I'm gonna do like a hit Tabata body weight, maybe some weight in there, or like booty band or whatever it is, style workout where I'm doing like
Booty band.
hashtag booty bands, like jump lunges, jump squats, burpees, whatever. I am sweaty afterwards, right? And I feel really good after that because one, I feel like I worked really hard, and to me, sweat equals working hard. Great. I hate it, but it's a good time at the end, and I feel really good, like the endorphins are running. If I'm doing, like when we have trained together, let's say we're doing like a leg day or something, yeah, it sucks and it's hard, but at the end of it, I'm like, like I'm not really that sweaty. I might have like a little bit of sweat, but like, I don't feel like I've worked that hard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about for you?
I prefer those sessions where you don't sweat as much, not because you don't sweat as much, but because my goal is to tear muscle, to grow muscle.
See, and I understand, I wrote this in my little notes, I understand that doing body weight exercises isn't going to grow muscle mass.
Not largely.
Like, it's going to take you so long because you're not tearing any muscles or, but your cardiovascular fitness will increase.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to do cardio fitness with an activity that I enjoy. That's why I consider when I do jiu-jitsu, I've been really slack recently, but when I do jiu-jitsu, I consider that my cardio because the cardio comes in the form of an activity that I enjoy. I don't have to do sprints, which is balls.
It is. Running sucks.
Yeah. I don't have to do box jumps. I don't have to do shit what I consider boring.
See, I find it so
I say
fun.
shit. I say shit, but they're not shit. I just don't like them.
I love that.
And the other thing about cardio is that if you can do box jumps and lunges, and you can do battle ropes and star jumps, you can do all that stuff, but that you just get better at those.
Yeah.
I was listening to this dude who's like I think I've told you about him, that dude who's like in his 60s. I don't know about now during COVID, but he doesn't even have a house.
Oh, yeah.
He just like moves around the country doing seminars on on health and fitness. He said that you take like a triathlon athlete, that's all they are, and put them in like a college wrestling team, and they'll be wrecked at the end of it.
Yeah.
And then you take the college wrestler and make him swim a kilometer, he'll be wrecked. Then you take the swimmer and make him do a full triathlon, and he'll be fucked. Like, half of fitness is your body getting used to the movement and becoming more efficient at the movement. So unless your physical activity involves box jumps.
But why would you not then do everything? Like, I think it's important to include everything and that's one thing I actually really like about this challenge is you're including weights, but you're also including like the cardio hit side of things. So box jumps were on there the other day, but then you also have like devil's press. You've got lunges with weights and all that kind of thing. I think it's important to include both.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I'm just going to do box jumps every day.
Yeah.
Or like, if you do weights and that's all you do, how are you going to go if you ever need to run from a bear?
I'll fight the bear. That's why I do jiu-jitsu.
Don't make me laugh.
Stomach is still sore. Well,
fight the bear with jiu-jitsu.
Firstly, if you see a bear, I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to make yourself as big and scary as possible and make a fuckload of noise, unless they're a certain type of bear. There's one of them's a grizzly bear, one of them's a black bear. I don't know which. I think the black bear is the less dangerous one. I can't actually remember.
I'm not sure.
One of them you're supposed to be like, make lots of noise, and it doesn't like it, and the other one's just going to fuck you up regardless.
Here in Australia, we don't have that problem.
Yeah, America always thinks that we've got the dangerous country because we've got a couple of some snakes and spiders.
And
meanwhile, I've never been walking down through like a walking trail and like run into a fucking bear or a mountain lion. Like, That's so fucked.
That's so funny.
You're right. If I don't run, I'll never be as efficient as running as I could be. But it's just not something I enjoy doing. So in
No, but you
terms
also
of,
enjoy doing things that suck.
I do enjoy doing things that suck, but I also enjoy particular sucky things. Like it's a type of suck.
Running sucks.
It does suck, but I don't like my lungs burn. I don't like it, so I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, though.
I didn't mind it though.
Maybe I should. You're talking me into it. Maybe I should do
Maybe
some
we
running.
should start running. I mean, even just doing like a cheeky 3 to 5K.
A cheeky 3 to 5. Oh
I was
yeah.
doing well with that, to be fair.
You have done really well recently.
I started doing 3, and then one day I think I've said on the podcast, I just randomly decided to do 5, and then 5 was my benchmark.
I think we need to do it outside though.
Outside's so much harder.
Yeah, which is the point
Yeah,
if you're going to do it.
but yes, we should.
Yeah.
But I also would like something to track that. I don't want to take taking your phone with you is so hard.
Yeah. I wonder if I could use my whoop strap again
Maybe.
without
We
signing up
just
for
need
it.
to get like a Apple Watch or something.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I don't like Apple Watches because there's
I know,
nothing
the
worse than
notifications, I probably wouldn't have them on.
That's a load of
No,
bullshit.
that's
That
not
is
what we're
the
talking about this
most
episode.
bullshit that's ever come out of your
We're not
mouth
talking
on this
about
podcast.
that this episode. If you haven't picked up already, we are talking about physical exercise, majority like cardio versus weights, but what our personal style of workout is and why we prefer to do that style of workout.
Yeah.
So Aiden obviously predominantly just trains weights, bar jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
is his only cardio form. He won't even come for walks with me because he doesn't think that walking is an exercise.
Walking's not exercise.
Whereas I definitely prefer more like Tabata style body weight workouts. But I think I'm getting better with weights. My only concern when I'm training on my own is I'm not going to be able to lift it up.
Yeah, but you've never
by
had
myself.
that problem.
But like when I was doing squats, there was one time where you weren't there and I didn't want to go heavier because I was concerned that I wasn't going to get it up.
Yeah.
And then what?
I've never had that concern.
Like it, yeah. And I wouldn't feel comfortable or confident to ask someone else at the gym, hey, can you help me get this up off the ground?
Yeah.
If I drop it.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to do that.
I think that's half of the half of what training's about. It's like learning about your body. Because like I never really worry about that because I always know I've got a fair idea of what I can lift just from working up in weight. There's been less than a handful of times in 10 years that I've been training where I've put the bar somewhere that I couldn't get it out of.
Yeah.
Where and like there's a huge difference between like benching and doing like dumbbell press. Like if you bench with a barbell, then the bar comes down onto your chest, and if you can't get it off, then you're an internet sensation.
Yeah.
Because everybody shares the fucking video of you struggling to get the weight off your face as you try and squirm out from underneath the bar.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do dumbbells, I don't drop them. I don't think you should drop weights. I think if you pick them up off the rack, you should be able to put them down softly. But
people do drop them.
people do drop them, and if you're going to drop it on your face, it's better to drop it on the ground.
Yeah.
Or if it's not going to come back up.
But then, okay, what if you're trying to do a squat? You would then do the same thing, right? If you, let's say you squat down, you've got a bar on your back, you just move forward,
Yep.
right? And just have to push it backwards.
Yeah.
My concern would be then, what if I can't get it back up? Like, I'd just probably take the weight off it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole thing just worries me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no.
It just doesn't happen that often. I don't think it's something you need to worry about. I think you should be more worried about the gains that you're missing out on by not doing those heavier sets. Like I'm far more concerned about whether or not I'm pushing myself.
But see, then, do you always feel sore after a session? Like, I know that you don't necessarily need to feel sore to make progress, but to me, in my head, if I'm sore, then I've worked hard as
Yes,
well.
I'm always sore. Yeah.
See, I'm not. And even when I push myself, I'm not, even with weights. Like, I was surprised when when I trained like you in that video, my back wasn't as sore as I thought it would be after doing 100 pull-ups.
That's because you could have done them without the fucking cheaty. You could have grinded those, maybe not 100.
No.
But you could have grinded a fair few of those out without it. I think you put a limitation on what you can do, and then when you don't see the result, you justify the no result in the limitation that you put. Like, you could definitely shoulder press more than I've seen you shoulder press. You could definitely barbell press more than I've seen you barbell press. You could definitely squat more than I've seen you squat. I know it because you tell me you hit a PB, and then I ask you how many reps you did, and you're like, oh, 40? Maybe not 40,
No,
like 10.
Yeah.
And like that's a lot of reps. And
I think that's the other thing though, right? You'll do like 1 rep max.
sometimes I do a 1 rep max.
That
It's been a while, but
I
yeah.
don't feel then that I've accomplished anything. Like, to me, I need to do at least 3 to 5. At least.
Yeah.
So why would I then only do 1?
Yeah.
No.
But when you do your 3 to 5, how many sets are you doing?
Well, even if I can just do it for 1. I think I squat like 60 kilos once.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, 3 is enough. Okay.
See, that's a fucking good set. But when you do that, you don't do it for 1 set. You take a decent break. And I know this is where it comes back to you saying that if you don't sweat, you don't feel like you've worked. But if you did that 60 for 4 sets, or even dropped it down to 50 and did, a couple more sets, if once 60 starts feeling heavy for a couple of sets, I feel like that's going to make it worth it. But I think a lot of people get stuck in, like, I need to do 3 sets because the dude on Instagram made a video and he did 3 sets of push-ups. That means 3 sets is the magical number, and if I don't hit 10, then I'm not going to make any gains. Well, like, when I used to squat, like, when I trained at Sunnybank, like, years ago, there'd be times where I'd go in and I'd just squat for, like, 2 hours. And I'd do, like, sets of, like, 3 to 5. Like, that was it. But I'd do, like, 20 sets. And I wouldn't even do any, like, no lunges, no 45-degree leg press, no swingy leg machine, no hamstring curls, none of that. Just squat for 2 hours.
Sounds like torture.
It sounds like torture, but now my squat form is near perfect. It's pretty good. Like, my knees don't buckle. I'm very confident with when it comes down, I can put my bum on my ankles just about, and I know what weight is going to come back up every time. I think spending time in that heavier rep range gets you very familiar with what your body can do, and then you worry again less about whether or not the bar's going to fall off. I do think that I should start running a bit more, especially considering that I've put on some weight. I think that my shins and my ankles are probably going to suffer a little bit. Yeah, and I think I'm really going to feel it. We should do that, and we should maybe record it. What do you reckon?
It's going to suck.
Yeah.
Remember the last time we ran 5K?
We did 10.
Did we do 10?
We did 10 because we said in our New Year's resolution
that's right.
that we would do 10 by March or something.
It
March
was
or May.
Year. Yeah, it was last year, not this year.
Yeah, it was too. We said we'd do it by March or May. It was one of the months started with an M, and the month came around, and I realized we hadn't even prepared, and I was like, "Fuck it, we got to do 10. We got to." It's Saturday morning.
It out.
I didn't smash it out. I grinded it out. It sucked balls. I did like 5 or like 4.5 without stopping.
Yeah.
And then I did like 2.5.
I think you got chafed.
2. I did.
Yeah.
I did actually. I completely forgot.
So sore.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We probably should do that. I'm doing a 21-kilometer walk in September. I need to prep.
Yeah. How are the girls going with that?
Yeah, good, I think.
Have you done 21?
No.
No?
No.
Have you done 21 all up in all your walking?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Hang on.
Oh, you need to at least.
Well, the most we've done, I think, was 13.
Okay, so collectively in all the walks that you've done.
Yeah. Collectively, yes. But I'm, a little concerned. Especially, even after today, I'm like, 5 is so long. I have to do 4 times that.
Yeah.
4 times plus 1.
And how long did it take you?
Today was slow.
But,
like an hour.
Yeah, but you dawdled because your stomach was sore.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good. So it took you an hour to do 5.
Yeah.
So grinding out 4.5,
I would say
5 hours.
Take us about,
Yeah. And then when you're feeling better, you can be a walk faster. So you can bring it back down to maybe just shy of 4.
Yeah, but
and it is a charity
it's
thing.
With the team.
Yeah.
So, and we've got lunch and, all those fun things along the way. So, okay, well, we'll do that. We'll do a video on...
It's going to suck so
I
bad.
wonder if we could get like a thing on our head and we could record while we run.
The only thing that's going to suck about that is it's going to bounce.
Oh, yeah.
And
maybe we just do like before and after.
And we're going to be sweaty as fuck. Yeah.
When will I be able to do that? Maybe soon.
Maybe soon. You went for a fucking 5K walk today.
Yeah, that's true.
We also need to find somewhere that we can do an actual kilometre. Somewhere that measures a kilometre.
There'll be a park somewhere near here, surely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write this down.
but you know, we need an actual track that we can say if we run this, it's 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever it is. It's that far, so that we can actually measure it. Because last time I think I took my phone.
Yeah, same.
And it sucked.
That's why I don't want to take my phone either.
Yeah. I just don't know how I'd do it any other way. Like, I don't know how I'd also have... I don't need music.
See, I do. I need something.
I don't need it, but I'd like it.
Especially for 10.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like an hour. An hour and a half.
Yeah, that's rough.
Fuck that. Even like a podcast to put on. Because I actually like running to a podcast.
It's different.
Because the voice stays the same. So it's like a monotone that you can just keep running to, as opposed to music, which changes tempos, so you usually will run with the tempo.
Yep. I don't think I match the tempos. But yeah, well, I think the podcasts go all over. Oh, actually, we listen to very different podcasts too, though. I listen to the conversations.
Yeah.
And you listen to This Is How I Do Something, which is usually one person, I think.
No, I listen to all different ones.
Okay.
But, okay. Well, that's cool. Would we do another workout video then?
I think we should.
Maybe I should take you through one of the Move With Us program workouts, because they're fun. And they
Can we
include
do
weights.
something that makes me look a little bit more manly than
Yeah.
crab?
The last one was fine. That was a Sarah's Day inspired workout though. This one will be like, I don't have my phone, so I can't even look. But like, if we do, I'm trying to think.
You made me do these like toe raise things with my legs out
Oh yeah, heel.
90 degree. Like, and you're talking about what happens if a bear comes. Like, those are going to fucking
So
help.
what would your next workout for me be? What did we do last time? We did chin-ups, push-ups, and...
Squats, 100 of each.
Oh, yeah, that was hard.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is if we just pick one muscle group next time and just do like a big back day or a big shoulder day. I know that...
I hate shoulder. Every time he's like, do you want to do shoulders with me? I'm like, fuck no.
You got to train your whole body.
I understand that, but I don't want to do that.
Okay, right.
I hate shoulders.
We're doing shoulders then.
Like, you're like, we'll do these ones.
Yeah.
And these ones. I don't even know.
Yeah. Rear delts, side delts, front delts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, we'll put out more workout style videos, even though there's so many out there.
Yeah. And if the lighting is good, we'll take the GoPro because we haven't actually got to use the GoPro properly yet.
No, we haven't.
The GoPro only works well in good lighting.
Yeah, it'll just have to wait a couple of weeks. Give us 2 weeks, and then we can do that.
Yeah, for your stomach.
Which will be good. But I think, like, I know that I obviously need to incorporate more weight training, and it does show, like, you obviously build muscle that way too. And if you want to get leaner, weight training plus obviously what you're eating as well will definitely impact that, which I know that's what I personally want to achieve. So that's good. For you, you want to put weight on and muscle on.
Not ideal.
Cardio is like not ideal for you, but I still think that it's good for your
health.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Your heart plus like ankles, knees.
Because your ankles click so much.
My right ankle. It's my good ankle too. For context, if you have or haven't heard one of the previous episodes, my leg got ran over by a forklift in 2012. That one ankle's fine. That ankle's good. After the reconstruction, no dramas. My right one clicks like a motherfucker. I'd be a terrible ninja.
Yeah, literally.
I'm the worst. I can't even sneak up on you to scare you.
No, you did the other day.
It just clicks over and over again, and it's worse when it's loaded. So like if I'm walking around, I walk like a dickhead because I don't load my ankle. So when you hear it clicking, I'm trying to walk properly.
Right.
When I walk like a dickhead, that's like my natural way of walking because it stops my ankle clicking.
Yeah.
And then because when it's loaded, it clicks. Every time I train calves, it fucking clicks. So anytime I load up a machine and try and do calf raises, it's like click, 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 click. And it's not even painful. It's just
annoying.
Yeah. And then it feels like I shouldn't be doing it because of the click. Like, I don't know if that's true, but that's how it feels when it's clicking over and over again.
Yeah.
It's a part of your body that's not supposed to make that much noise.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Fucking bizarre.
Well, we're going to start going for runs. And when we get a dog, eventually.
Are we getting a dog, are we?
Not now, sadly. But when we do, we can take said dog for a run.
You can take said dog for a run.
We can do like cute dog run dates.
You can do cute dog run dates.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go to the gym and lift weights.
And you need to at least once a week.
I'll take the dog for a walk.
Okay, well, we can do cute dog walk dates.
Okay, we'll do that instead. Outside of gym, I'm not giving up.
No, I'm not saying that you have to give up gym.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
No. I think it's good though, like for mental health and stuff too.
It's a very good point. I get really grumpy and shitty if I haven't trained.
Grumpy.
I get all the grumps.
Like yesterday, he couldn't go to the gym for 3 days, and then the gym opened at 6 p.m. last night, so he was there at 6 p.m. You weren't too grumpy though the last few days. You were alright.
No, I was alright.
Because you had to look after me.
I did, yeah. That's probably what kept me sane, is that I had something to do. For the first day anyway, or 2 days. It was 2 days.
I was pretty self-sufficient.
By the end, yeah.
I reckon like day 2 I was fine.
I probably
Like, I
just...
couldn't- Yeah, you're like, need me!
Towards the end of the second day,
Yeah.
yeah. When you just started like getting up and cooking.
Yeah.
I was like, what are
I
you
just get
doing?
bored.
Yeah, and then you whinge that your stomach's sore.
Yeah. I don't want to just sit there and be a couch potato.
Yeah.
I like being outside and I
Yeah.
like being active.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how much better do you feel after your workout?
When? What workout?
In general.
Just any workout?
Yeah.
I think it depends. Like, if you go into it with a shittier mindset, not that you ever do, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. Like, sometimes by the end, I'm like, that was terrible because I didn't put in enough effort. But then other times, you're like, fuck yeah, I feel so good for doing that. And, like, majority of the time, that is the outcome, right? Regardless of whether you put in a poor effort or you do a really, really good session, you're going to feel better for doing something.
Yeah.
So you never regret doing a workout,
It's
ever.
always a good feeling.
Yeah.
I always feel good after it. And recently I've been, you obviously know this, but recently I've been saunaing at the end of every gym session. Not every, but a
Nice.
large portion of them. Since the mask mandate, I haven't, because I can't imagine wearing a mask in a sauna. If the sauna's even open, I haven't even gone in to check.
Yeah, no.
I haven't even gone to check that area to see if it's open, but I'm not interested in wearing a mask in a sauna. That's not a good time.
No.
But yeah, recently after every gym session, or most gym sessions, I go to the sauna and I just sit there until feel like I'm suffering, like really suffering. Not like, oh, this is hot, like really, fuck, I need to get out of here. And then I go and hop into the cold room and I lay down on the chair, so I have my back on the cold chair, and then I sit there and I deep breathe. A little bit Wim Hof style. Not quite Wim Hof style, because I don't know how familiar you are with the breathing technique, but you're supposed to breathe in as hard as you can, but then just relax the out. So you're not supposed to you're not supposed to force air out. You're supposed to breathe in as hard as you can, and then just whatever naturally comes out when you relax that breath, and then go again. Breathe in as hard as you can, as much as you can, and then relax. Breathe in, and then just do that over and over again. So I do push the air out, and I don't force as much in as I can, but I do like take a nice deep breath to what's comfortable, and then like relax a little bit on the out, and then just continue doing that. And this is going to sound like hocus pocus, and I'm not one for hocus pocus, but when I do that, my hands and feet don't get cold. You would know, my hands are cold now. We haven't done anything. My hands are cold. My feet are cold. I have poor circulation. I think I've got poor circulation. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But then if I sit in the cold room and I'm distracted, I'm having a conversation, my hands and feet get cold and I have to leave. But if I lay down and do that deep breathing, my hands and feet don't get cold.
It's weird.
My whole body gets cold, and that's what forces me to leave. Yeah, It's bizarre. Like I'll hop out of that cold room and go sit back in the sauna, and I'll like touch my stomach, and my stomach feels cold, as opposed to my hands feeling cold. Like it's fucking bizarre. I don't know. It sounds hocus pocus. I'm not saying there's anything crazy happening, but something's happening. When you deep breathe like that, your body's doing something bizarre, because my hands and feet do not get cold at the same rate that they usually do.
So strange.
Yeah. I had to ramble on about that because I just...
So excited about it.
Well, it's so weird.
It is weird.
It is weird. Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say on that. I'm like, okay.
We have done 30 minutes, so
Very good.
Easy podcast, 30 minutes. Did you...
Oh, it's almost dinner time.
It is almost dinner time. I also do want to start doing those podcasts that I was talking about. Not podcasts, little sessions where we just come in, eat dinner, front of the podcast, go live. We just have dinner if someone turns up. Macaroon has just shown up, you cheeky fuck. we just well, I can eat dinner here. Hang out for 10 minutes with him.
It's going to take me at least half an hour to cook dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, should we wrap this up? Okay.
So.
All right. Well, thanks very much for watching.
Thanks, everyone.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah, and next week's is going to be our 20th episode.
Macaroon, I'm hanging around.
And we've already decided what we're going to talk about. It's going to be interesting.
Yes.
So I'm going to basically ask Aiden a whole bunch of questions about emergency services and like bushfires and all of that type of thing. So it's going to be, I think, a different style of podcast next week. It'll be more...
I'm not going anywhere, Macaroon. I'm hanging out after the podcast. We're just wrapping the podcast up. Sorry.
No, you're going to have to cut that part out.
I'm sorry.
I was in the middle of talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it'll be a different style of podcast next week. I think more of like a Q&A is what I was thinking.
Okay, maybe ask people what they might want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it next week. But something different for the 20th episode, which is cool.
Sounds good.
And yeah, that's it. Hope everyone has a good week. I hope you have a good day,
Great.
night, whatever time it is.
Whatever time it is for you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.